The room was dimly little and calm and quiet. Taehyung was sleeping peacefully on the bed, his small chest rising and falling with each breath. You and Taehyung were sitting at the edge of the bed, close but quiet. Taehyung opened a small first aid box. His hand gently applied the medicine on your hand. You kept your gaze low. He applied the ointment carefully. The cold cream smoothed the pain, but your heart still felt heavy. Taehyung, doesn't it still hurt? You not much. Taehyung didn't look. He continued, applied the cream. He was judging his word. Taehyung, why didn't you tell me? You froze. His tone wasn't angry, just hurt. Taehyung, why did you keep it inside when you knew I never let anyone scolding you? You just are looking down, Taehyung. You really thought I'd stay quiet if I knew what my mom did to you. She scolded to you. Your eyes start to fill with tears. It wasn't like that, Taehyung. Looking up, I look with yours. Then what was it like that? You clenched your jaw to stop the tears. I was scared, Taehyung. She told me she will take Taehyung away from me. She said I wasn't his real mom. If I ever told her like this, she will let Taehyung away from me, Taehyung, and you believe her. Taehyung gently placed the medicine aside and held your hand between both of his. Taehyung, you think so little of me, your eyes widened. Taehyung, soft but hard. You couldn't even have a little faith that I will always stay with you. I choose you after everything. You open your mouth to speak, but no words come out. Taehyung, you are not alone anymore, and you don't have to. Stay quiet from me. He looked at Taehyung sleeping and then back at you, Taehyung. You never have to tolerate anything in silence again, not even from my own moment, Taehyung. You couldn't hold it anymore. Tears slipping down from your eyes. I'm sorry, I was just scared. Taehyung, I know, but from now on we don't hide anything, no matter how hard or painful deal. You gave a small nod. Taehyung, soft smile. Good, because you are not going anywhere, and neither is Taehyung. You both belongs with me. His thumb softly stroking your knuckle as you lean into him. Something. Warm confusion. Unfamiliar. His voice kept echoing in your mind. You are not alone anymore. You weren't used to hear that. You stood up quietly, brushing your cloth with your shaky hand. Taehyung noticed the softness in your face. He didn't even say anything, just stood up beside you. You both walked slowly towards the bed where Taehyung was sleeping peacefully. Your smile faintly brushed his soft hair back while Taehyung turned off the bedside lamp. You both lay down on either side of Taehyung, facing each other across the tiny Taehyung between you. Taehyung, are you okay now? I don't know what to say. Taehyung, that's new. You always have something to say. You look at him, his eyes calm. You give a tiny smile back. Why did you say all the earlier, Taehyung? Because it's true. I didn't even think before say it. I just mean it. You said at the flutter in your heart and familiar. You are really so kind, Taehyung. Maybe I am, or maybe I was always like this, just never had the chance to show it. You didn't know what to reply. Your hand slowly reached to fix the blanket over Taehyung. Taehyung, I never planned to be your husband like this, but now that I am, I don't want to fail. I mean, I just want to be someone who stays by your side at any cost because you are really taking good care of Taehyung. You are not failing. And about Taehyung, he is my sister's son. He looked at you softly. You both lay quickly for a moment, listening to Taehyung, a soft breathing. The silence wasn't heavy anymore. Taehyung, let's sleep now. You need rest. You nod slowly, turning on your side as your back faced him. Taehyung reached over, gently holding your hand. Taehyung, you are more than just a responsibility. You always were. You hear it. Your heart skips, but you say nothing, letting your eyes fall shut with a small smile. The morning sunlight filtered through the curtain as Taehyung adjusted his suit, sitting calmly at the dining table. Aroma of fresh pasta filled the air. You walk over with a bowl, sitting in front of him gently. I only made pasta today. My hands still hurting from yesterday, so Taehyung, glancing up at you. It's okay, don't worry. Pasta is my favorite anyway. You smile faintly, then turn it towards Taehyung, gently placing the bottle of warm milk near his tiny hand. He took it happily. Taehyung scoot a little closer beside you, his voice low and comforting. Taehyung, you don't need to be tense. You are done more than enough. I know you are tired. You look at him with her soft eyes, touched by his gentle tone. He took a bite of the pasta, chewed slowly, then suddenly widened his eyes. Taehyung, wait, you made this, you yes. Taehyung, leaning back, eyes narrowing with a smile. So it was you all the time. You cook every meal in that house, didn't you even when? I thought my mom really make a delicious dinner. You blink surprised that he find out in just a one bite. Taehyung, no wonder you always stay quiet, always doing everything without a word. Taehyung, I'm sorry, I should have noticed sooner, but please, from now on, don't hide anything from me, okay? You look into your eyes, Taehyung, you are Riya's best sister. If anything hurts you, I know she won't rest in peace, and I don't want, I really don't. Your heart clenched, you lower your gaze, thought clouding your mind. But his last words, night, you are not alone anymore, so will you scold yourself? How can you still doubting that he might love you? Snapping out from your thought, you suddenly saw him holding out a forkful of a pasta. Taehyung, eat, your eyes widening surprise. You soft, what? Taehyung, smiling softly, you have been since early morning. You must be hungry, probably cleaning, cooking, taking care of everything. He gently hold your hand. Taehyung, now open your mouth and eat. You are doing everything for me and Taehyung. Let's just take care of you too. Your old man, you look at him with a smile slowly forming, eyes shining with a strange happiness. You, okay. You leaned forward and took the bite of the pasta. His eyes stay on you, calm, kind with something deeper that you were too afraid to name just yet. Taehyung gently fed you another bite of pasta while you sat beside him, a soft smile never leaving your face. The atmosphere had shifted, light, tender, and full of silent emotion. Taehyung was sipping the juice quietly on the other side of the table. You smiling softly. It's really strange. You are really so changed, Taehyung. Well, it's not going to be strange anymore. You will get used to it. You giggle, shaking your head. You were never like this before. Stay silent. Serious, a bit scary. Taehyung, scary? I used to get nervous even saying good morning to you. Taehyung laughed, the sound deep and comforting. Taehyung, well then get ready for a lot of surprise because from now on things are going to be different. You're different? He put the fork down and turned towards you. I sincere and serious now. Taehyung, you are not allowed to do any house chores until your hand heals. That's final. You confused what why? Because I already hired everything we need. Maid, bodyguards, a new chef. Taehyung say you. You hire all of them, Taehyung, and tonight we are not eating at home. You are not cooking dinner. You softly then. Taehyung, we were going out sharp 8:30. I will pick you up. You surprised we are going out like for dinner, Taehyung. Yeah, with Taehyung, of course. So get beautifully ready. He reach out and softly hold your hand. Taehyung, you deserve a little joy too, and starting from now on, I want to be the one who give it to you. You felt your heart race at his words. The same Taehyung who once barely looked your way was now saying things like this. You, okay, I will be ready. Taehyung smiled and then looked at Taehyung, who was now playing with his phone. Taehyung, and I hope our little princess wears something fancy to big night out. You, our Taehyung, Papa, go, go. You and Taehyung burst into laughter together, and for the first time, it really felt like a family. Living room, 8:30 p.m. sharp. The living room was glowed softly under the warm lights. You are dressed beautifully, your hand lightly bandaged. Taehyung wears a cute little blazer, his tiny shoes tapping excitedly on the floor. Taehyung walking, wearing a black shirt and suit. Taehyung looking at both of you and Taehyung, beautiful. You smile shyly, you look handsome too. I think Taehyung star. Taehyung, Mama pretty, Papa handsome. Taehyung Kakal suddenly pull out his phone. Taehyung, wait. We can't go without proof. Our first official family photo. You surprised? You want to take a selfie? Taehyung, don't look so shocked. Come here. He holds his phone out in front, one arm around you and the other pulling Taehyung close between you both. You all. Take a perfect family selfie. Taehyung, perfect, my family. Taehyung, clap his hand, excited. Taehyung, photo. Taehyung, yeah, a photo, baby. As soon as Taehyung pocket the phone, Taehyung started heading towards the door, waving his tiny arms excitedly. Taehyung, card, mama. Go, card. But halfway there, Taehyung tripped a little, stumbled, burst into tears. Taehyung, you quickly kneel, checking him. He is not hurt, just scared. Taehyung walk over calmly, lift him into his arms. Taehyung, patting him back gently. You are the papa's got you. We are going for a dinner. Remember fancy food. Taehyung, Papa card. Taehyung, yeah, little one, let's go. He look at you with a smile and nod towards the door. Taehyung, ready, Mrs. Kim. You, ready, Mr. Kim. The three of you head out as one, hand in hand, heart to heart. The soft sound of the car engine fills the air. You are sitting beside Taehyung. Taehyung drives smoothly, occasionally glancing at you. Taehyung, glancing sideways. Are you comfortable? Need me to? Car drive slow. You know it's perfect. I like it. Taehyung mumble like a wall as he play, making both of you giggle. But suddenly the peaceful moment is interrupted. Taehyung's phone screen flash. Your guess fall on it. The caller ID reads Niviya. Your smile felt a little. Niviya, you try to think if you are here that name before a relative, employee, or friend. Nothing fate. Taehyung's jaw clenched silently. Without wasting a second, he quickly picked up the phone and cut the call. You, Taehyung. Before you can say more, the phone rings again, Niviya. Ignoring it, his finger tightening around the steering wheel. You, maybe it's something important. You should pick it up. Taehyung, shaking his hand, voice low. No, it's not important. You hesitate, looking at him. But what if it's twice in a row? It would be a serious. Taehyung, I say no. Just trust me. It's nothing you need to worry about. You stare at him for a second. His face is hard to read, part tense, part distract. Your heart raced silently as his claws off on. You, okay? You look outside the window, trying to calm your racing mind, while Taehyung gripped the steering wheel tight and lost in his own thoughts. You, who was she? Taehyung, why she called me? The room is dimly lit, only the moonlight filters through the half-open window. A woman around Taehyung's age sits on the floor, clutching a phone in one hand and another frame photo of Taehyung in other hand. He glared at her phone as the screen showed call and Niviya, voice low and trembling with rage. Why aren't you picking up, Taehyung? She drew the phone across the room, shattering it against the wall. Slowly, she turned her gaze back to the photo. Taehyung was just looking at her, Niviya whispering, voice sweet but chilling. Her eyes gleamed darkly as she laughed quietly to herself. Niviya, first that day she dared to stand between us, but she is gone now, isn't she, Taehyung? Niviya, more aggressive, her voice rising, trembling, and now I am that replacement. She thinks she can keep you away from me. She gripped the photo of Taehyung. Niviya, voice dropping. No, not this time, not again. She stand up abruptly, holding the photo. Niviya, I have a beautiful plan, Taehyung. A plan so perfect. You won't be able to run. You won't be able to say no. She walked towards the window, gazing at the dark sky, eyes filled with something not readable. Niviya, I will make sure you will only see me. Taehyung, she tilted her head back, letting out a low laugh. Niviya, soon, my love, very soon. We will be together forever. Niviya, taking another phone and add the SIM card in it. Let me tease. At the restaurant, the waiter placed the food nearly on the table. You and Taehyung are ready to start dinner. Suddenly, Taehyung's phone rings loudly. You glance again, see the caller ID Niviya flashing brightly. You blinking. Taehyung, it's the same person again. Taehyung, yeah, I will just take this call quickly, okay? It's a little important. You're nodding. Slowly, okay. Taehyung get up, flashing you a first smile, and walk away from the table while putting the phone to his ear. You can't help but notice from the corner of your eyes how differently he's talking, his voice unusually soft. His expression tense but strangely gentle. A thousand questions flood your mind. Who is she? Why is she speaking like that? Taehyung in distance. No, not now. I told you to wait. Please just listen to me now. I am with my wife and son to call you later. His voice sounded almost different. Taehyung crying, holding his tiny arms. Mama, mama, you snapping back to the present, quickly lifting Taehyung. Baby, it's okay. Mama is here. You rock Taehyung gently. Your mind still divided, half worrying about your little boy, half aching with the curiosity and strange jealousy about that phone. Meanwhile, Taehyung continues speaking, shielding his mouth silently with his hand. Taehyung, you, who are you, Niviya? Taehyung walked back to the table with a calm face, trying to act normal, but there is something about the way he avoids your eyes. Taehyung is now eating a little piece of soft bread from your hand. Calmly down, you look at Taehyung with a faint smile, so your heart feels heavy. Taehyung, wiping his hand on a napkin. Sorry, some old business stuff. It wasn't really anything serious. You're nodding slowly. Oh, okay. He picked up his phone and began eating, talking as if nothing happened. You try to eat too, but each bite feels dry. The name Niviya keep echoing in your mind. His soft tone. Taehyung, look at him. He was so hungry. You did well, keeping him calm. Glancing at Taehyung, you smiling. He is good boy. He just gets scared easily when things feel different. You glance at Taehyung's face, trying to read him. He look at his plate. Unweighted, you are studying him. A silent tension filled the space between you both, quiet but loud in your heart. Your eyes lower to your plate again. You whispering in your mind. Why couldn't he talk in front of me? Who is she to him? Why does it feel like I am outsider? The dinner continued in a silence. Taehyung giggled, unaware of the quiet. And though Taehyung talked with him, eat his food, your thought remained. You, I thought maybe he started to care for me too, but now why I felt like he hid something from me. But what and why about Niviya? The doubt, along with your food, rising in your mind, Taehyung stands silently on the terrace, a cold wind brushing against his face, but the burning in his heart stronger than his pain. The weight of her memories and fear pressed down him heavily. Taehyung, why did she have to come back now? He punched the railing with his fist and looking at the sky, Taehyung whispering, I thought I burned that nightmare years ago. I thought I could live peacefully with them. Tears finally falling from his eyes, but he doesn't bother wiping them. Taehyung, Niviya, you are not someone I can fight easily. Your father's power. If I make one mistake, she will come after one. She will come after Taehyung. His breath hit as the fear tightening around his mind. Taehyung, I can't let anything happen. I can't lose them. I won't let you come to them. The weight of his silent promise echoing. The room watched the silent above as a broken match stand alone against the approaching storm. Taehyung closed his eyes, remembering something as tears filled his eyes. Niviya running ahead, laughing loudly as Taehyung chased after her with a wide smile. Niviya laughing, you can't catch me, T. You are too slow, Taehyung. Yeah, just wait until I catch you, you little troublemaker. Niviya turned her head, chasing him with a playful wink before running faster. Taehyung pushing himself harder, laughing alone. Finally hold the Niviya's hand. Taehyung, got you. Niviya, you are cheater. You took a shortcut. Taehyung, in a war and love, everything is fair. He stops in front of her. They both laugh, their eyes shining with happiness. Niviya looked up at him, smiling brightly. Taehyung softly, don't even lose that smile, Nivi. Niviya, only if you promise to always chase me like this. Taehyung smiled faintly, a strange hint of sadness. Taehyung, always. Taehyung stood silently, the cold wind brushing against his face. His eyes were closed. Remember that bright day in London. He slowly opened his eyes, the memory fading into the dark night sky. Taehyung, wiping to himself. I promise, but everything changed, Niviya. He gripped the railing, his knuckle turning white. Taehyung gently You are not the same person anymore, and neither am I. He leaned his forehead against the cold metal. Taehyung, you were my happiness once, but now you are my biggest fear. Another tear. Escape. He threw himself on the floor. Taehyung, mumbling, I can't, I can't let you come back to me. Taehyung wiped his tears and stood straight. Taehyung, this time I will always stay by my family. He turned and started walking back towards the house, leaving behind Taehyung with her teary eyes looking at the sky. I wish I had never met you in London. It was the biggest mistake of my life. You are sitting on the sofa playing with Taehyung. Taehyung is busy on his laptop at the dining table. The atmosphere felt normal until a loud ding broke the silence. Taehyung, a message. He tapped on it and suddenly became little tense. His jaw tightened. He immediately locked his phone. You notice his strange behavior. You Taehyung, is everything alright? Taehyung, yeah, just office work, nothing important. Forcing a smile, but his hand trembling silently as he picked up his coffee again. Meanwhile, outside, hidden in a black car, Niviya watched your house from a distance, holding a phone in her hand. She missed a smile on her face. Niviya mumbling, you opened it, didn't you, my love? You read my message. You know I am close to your family now. Niviya, everything step you take, every breath you breathe, I am watching you, Taehyung. She gripped the steering wheel. Niviya with excitement, and very soon she will be out of the way forever. She started the car, her eyes flashing in your home. You notice Taehyung isn't really focusing on his work. You, Taehyung, is there something you are not telling me, Taehyung? With a smile, no. There is something, but I don't want you to be scared. He stand up, walked towards you, sitting beside you, taking your hand gently, Taehyung, whispering, I promise no matter what happens, I will always stay by your side. Your heart pound louder in your heart, you can see his smile. You don't know why Taehyung is speaking like this, but you thought maybe he was talking about it because of your past. Also, after that at the restaurant you always found Taehyung was talking with someone at midnight. He was often lost in his own thought, scared, coming home late at night. Few days later, Taehyung is freshening up in the bathroom while you are sleeping. On the bedroom, the room feels warm and peaceful. Taehyung sleeping on the bed. You sit beside him, but then the sharp buzzing of Taehyung's phone breaks the silence. Your heart jumps. You walking towards the nightstand. I have to stop it. Taehyung might wake up. You glance at the bathroom door. Taehyung is still there, probably unaware. Without thinking much, you walk towards the phone. And then, your heart skips a beat on the screen flashing bright. Niviya, a thousand thoughts race through your mind. Who is she really? Who is she calling him again and again? Why does his face always tense up? The phone keeps buzzing, louder and louder. Checking with hesitation, you grab it and finally, hello. You barely manage to whisper it out. But before you can ask anything, say anything else, a voice interrupts. Niviya, with excitement, Taehyung, it's a really most important news. Your ears start ringing, your fingers slowly loosen around the phone, your heart racing. You, in your mind, frozen. No, it can't be. What is she talking about? Your knees feel weak, clenching the phone silently, as if nothing happened. You look at Taehyung innocently. Just then, the bathroom door click open. Taehyung step out, wiping his head with a towel. Seems you're pale faced. Taehyung, Van, what's wrong? Why do you look like that? Look sad. You lift your teary eyes towards him, unable to speak. The whole room become silent. Taehyung noticed the phone in your hand, and his smile faded instantly. His expression became little tense. Taehyung, give it to me, Van. Did she say something to you? How can so quickly guess that it must be she? Taehyung looked at the phone from your hand and just stood there looking at you while you didn't know how to even start questioning him. So without thinking too long, Trying to control yourself, you finally speak up. You, looking at him. No, she didn't say anything. After hearing your words, he visible look relief, which only made your doubts rise. But from now on, you decide to keep your mouth shut. You quickly walk towards the bedroom and lay down beside Taehyung.